Hello friends, my name is Deepak Pathak. Today is my second module on supply chain management. The topic is supply risk and opportunity management. So what is supply risk opportunity management? When the new qualified supplier is identified for the business, then the supplier is assessed against all supplier risk by the qualified auditors, and then it is ensured the supplier performance and the compliance is achieved. So, through third party audits and thorough assessments, you get the quick and comprehensive intelligence information to the organization to do the business with the new supplier, which can be a really good input. So, what type of supply chain risk are there? So, first is the supply chain financial risk. This is very important because supply should be financially stable to support the business. There should not be any supply chain disruption because of non-finances. So, this is very important. Second, you know, basically the supply management is very technical competence, or the inventory management or merger or acquisition. Sometimes the big fish also acquires the small fish in the market and you get a huge impact. So these are the supply chain risks. Also there is a currency impact. I know in 2009 the RMB Chinese currency got appreciated about 10% against US dollar or euro, and the Chinese suppliers were asking huge price increases. So this can also impact. Also commodity indices for copper, aluminum, silver, that impact the product material pricing, and then the inflation like in India. So these inflation also can impact the pricing. Then there are other supply chain risks like the logistic risk. What are the logistic risks? Basically, there are no availability of ships in the port. I mean, the recent example of Suez Canal was congested and there were no ships available in the port, because of congestion. Second is also the oil leakages happened in sea, like British Petroleum had a huge oil leakage in the sea. So then there are natural calamities, the tsunami or earthquake or cyclones. In tsunami case, the Thailand, Thai industries and Japanese industry got a huge impact. I mean, I know the IGBT supplies were stopped from Hitachi and Mitsubishi globally, and all the electronic parts were having huge impact. Also, the political, risk. If the political instability is there, then there will be frequent policy changes, and frequent policy changes is not conducive to the business. So you get impact. So these are the supply chain risk, and how to mitigate the risk. So first is to do the complete exhaustive audits, supplier audits. You can also have the third party audits. I mean, there are agencies, I don't want to name it, like D&B and all, they can do the third party audits on paid fees. Then third, supply chain risk, the mitigation of the risk is also by hedging the currency as well as the metal. If you hedge both, then you get a good benefit. I did a lot of cost avoidance when silver I did hedging for silver in it was at 490 euro per kg, and it went to about 900 euro per kg after 1 year. So we had a good cost avoidance. So you can have a long-term frame agreements with the supplier. So you build a confidence with the supplier. Supplier gets confidence from the OEM, and also they support in the new bids and the projects. Any new bid or project, and you can have a back-to-back guarantee. If you win the project, they will get the business by default. So this arrangement can work very well, and they can give the competitive rates. I know I developed this in my previous organization, Schneider, and all with the SQ&D department, some red categories of suppliers to green category suppliers, and they perform exceedingly well in their on-time delivery, quality, and consistently well in the market. So it's not impossible. You can really work hard on this. Also, you can have a Six Sigma projects or QE projects, quality value engineering projects with the supplier, and you can resolve any problem and you can improve the productivity, capability, all this. Also, you can collaborate with the supplier right from design stage, because they are also into the market, they know a lot of things, so they can suggest good ideas for the designing, and you can have a Six Sigma while designing. So there are various ways, and I mean, but finally, I would like to tell only one thing, that it is a win-win situation for supplier as well. I mean, supplier can also relocate with the location of the OEM's plant. So this in automobiles it happens by default, but overall also in some of the organization they have a preferred supplier panel. So they put their unit along with the OEM in any country. So this arrangement also works very well. But overall, I would like to say only one thing, that human relations are very important. I mean, there are signed paper contracts, all the terms conditions are mentioned. There is a long-term frame agreements of 70 odd pages. All clauses are mentioned, but still, human relations are better. I mean, if you have got a better relationships, then it is working very fine. I mean, there is no need to refer the contract every time. So if you have got a confidence and trust, mutual trust, then it is not necessary to work through the papers of contract. So thank you, sir. Thank you, guys. This is my today's second topic. Thank you. If you like it, please like it or subscribe it. Thank you for your cooperation and support.